don't know how many hit points these things have, and I don't know how in danger they are of being broken. I just don't want to take the chance. I would. Oh, and this is our first one in this winter biome. Cool. I'm curious to see what we get. Hello everyone, this is Fallen Dice, and welcome to episode 44 of our Rebirth playthrough of 7 Days to Die, the Purge. And there's the morning chime. This is how close I am to getting this. It goes all the way around. I've been kind of going back and forth. So I'm trying to get down to this, which is, 72? So I've got a couple more runs to go on it. It's going to be a pretty steep wall, but again, that part is to kind of... The zombies will spawn. They might fall and come over here. I have an area kind of identified for where we're going to fight them. So big, so tall. And then what I kind of want to do on these edges over here. So anyway, it's still early, so I'm going to try to get this part completed. And then I will come back and we'll figure out what we want to do for our first full morning in the desert. And you can see I'm actually finding a lot of resources here too. And I've got a lot of rocks. So this is going to convert into a ton of cobble. So that's the happy part. And I still have 2 rows of this all the way across that I have to do to dig out, plus whatever falls. So we're going to have plenty of building blocks. And that's kind of what my whole plan for this is. So anyway, I'm going to continue finishing this up, get it down to our layer, and then hopefully we don't get interrupted in there. And then once we're done, we'll head back and we'll do some of our initial purges for the day. Well, unfortunate news. Progress is good. I made quite a bit of progress. The unfortunate part is I was just editing the video, so I recorded a block. It was like a block of 3 episodes that I recorded back to back. And I just finished editing episode 43, started 44, and I lost the footage. So I'm positive I saw it recording, but I can't find it anywhere, which is unfortunate. So I got some work done up here, but the biggest thing is our initial purges. We only did 3, right? So the first 2 was our base, and then the base next door on the stilts. But then we did the big tier 4 across the street, and it was fun. It was probably one of the best designed POIs I've run in a long time. We also went out looking for vehicles. Initially, we struggled. We went everywhere, and we couldn't find one. And almost towards the end, we finally got our van. And I did check it, and it's not as big as the APC, but it is bigger than the car. So I think it's like a 10 by 10 as opposed to a 9 by 9. So it is bigger. And then I came back and I was doing more of this throughout the night. So that's kind of where we are up here, is going around in a circle, continuing. I'm taking it too high, so I'm getting more, and I'm not having to crouch to get it, but I'm taking more as I go through. And again, you see we got some actual resources here. So eventually this is going to fall, and then that's going to give us our platform here. And then I'm going to have to make another line that's going to drop down another 12 to 14 blocks, which is the fall height for zombies. And then our horde base will kind of up over here. But unfortunately, that really kind of a gut punch. I really had fun. Like that, I'm telling you, like that base was so much fun. Like it wasn't crazy over the top. Like it made sense. I was going through. The pacing was great. Good loot at the end. I liked the design. Like it would be a fun one to live in, if I weren't forcing myself to design a base every time. But unfortunately, though, that's where we're at. So I need to find a better spot to park my APC so it's not in the way. So what are we doing today? Like I said, so it's already fairly far into the morning. Yeah, this is the place we went through. Like I said, it was fun. Kudos to whoever designed this, but yeah, it was it was just a lot of fun, a lot of doors that were opened by switches, so it just was really well separated. Yeah, looted that. And it's cool inside. So I left all the decorations, so when we're ready to do ours, we'll be able to come and raid this. There's a bunch of cool stuff in there. But, so what are we going to do today? So I do have more work to do up there. Again, I really want to get that leveled out. But I want to get some POIs done too. So instead of what we kind of seem to do in the desert where we would go off and do our work and then realize that we're running out of time to do some good purges, we're going to do it the other way around. So we're just going to start with the purges today. Well, actually, let me put all my stuff away. And I want to make sure I'm actually getting some stuff cooking. So we're going to do our POIs this morning. Wait, can I make... Where did I put... There. Can I make another one of those? I should really make a focus on having 2 of those running. Okay, Shredder, that's the repairable version. Did I ever do the quest to be able to... I did not. I could go to the trader and get that, but I can also... I'll be looking for it. So I want to have a couple of these working so that they can actually be grinding down all the stuff that we find in the different POIs. But yeah. The big one is going to be this. Yeah. So we're going to be able to make a lot of cobblestone blocks. So that will make things easier to build as we're going. So, what else was I trying to do? I was making concrete with what I could. So yeah, I'll make some more in here. So as I can make it, I'm going to continue to make it. It's already been a few days since I recorded those episodes. I'm trying to remember where everything was. I still can't believe that. That's so frustrating. Okay. I think I actually was making another one of these too. I did. Yep. I did make a better version of that. But let's see. Put you guys all in there. Your food. And I was cooking also a bunch of fuel. Got some decent amount. I want to make sure that I fill up the tank for my van. All right, I'll pull you guys all out. Throw you in here. Assuming just be a couple little extra points of damage, but that's fine. All right. Okay, so that's doing that. How many of those? Didn't have a lot. Just trying to get things cooking that I can cook. All right, so we did get some lead from up there, so I can make another 382 again, or I can. Yeah, let's just go straight to that. I have a good amount of ammo right now, and that's the other thing too. I also noticed I should start really working with the AP slugs. Okay, so that's sellables, and I think this was also sellables. Yep, okay, gotcha. Wait, what was that shovel? Wait, did I pull everything? I did. Of course I did. It wasn't a shovel. I saw purple. There it was. It was a FF. Yeah, it was a shovel. Huh, I didn't catch that. So that's an upgrade, so we'll definitely do that too. Alright. So eventually we'll get back. We'll do a sell today. But I really want to get kind of working on some purges this morning. I will get the garden plots out at some point. It's going to be on the roof. I'm going to take off like maybe the top of the middle and then build out over the thing so it'll be a flat. But again, that's not as important as getting old flat top. So that's kind of our priority right now. All right. Let's see. We'll get you out of here. Other thing too is I think I need to switch out these guys. So I was on the loading screen and I was reminded, and I don't need that anymore. I was reminded that the end, because I have maxed out medical, I technically can just hit the end button and it'll use whatever I needed to, as long as, like it says, as long as it's in your backpack. So all those are up there now. So if I need to be healed, I can just hit the end button and that will heal me. All right. Anything else that I need to be working on before I go out? I don't think so. Oh, I can actually make stuff in here now. Super corn. All right, let's make one and see if it's worth one of those. Fish tacos takes 2 years of super corn. Damage with melee weapons by 10%. Okay, yeah. Pumpkin pie. I need to stop doubting comments. I was definitely told that pumpkin bread gives you a bump to bartering, and there it is right there. And shepherd's pie, reduce health loss by 10%. Let's see. Meh. What's the actual amount? Yeah, I'm just going to use it because it's not really that big of a deal. And all my food's all in one spot. You get so used to having things kind of separated and organized in the way that you like to have it. I think this is just regular melee expert. Come on, give me something that doesn't do it. There we go. When I'm just trying to top up my food, I hate wasting it on something that's going to give me some kind of benefit. Okay, I think that we're good. Was I cooking anything here? Nope. Actually, nope. That's right. So I can make... Oh, I got more bullet tips. Why do I keep getting more? Just from looting, I guess. Dang it. That uses more of the bullet tips and gives me more of those. Yeah, I'll do that. That works. Okay. I think now we're ready to go. Alright, the van's all the way over here. We'll top her up on the fuel. Oh, never mind. I put it away. Alright, so let's see. Where do we want to go? I think we want to just take a trip down this path here, and we'll take it all the way to the end. I want to get to... say like 18 or 1900, and then we'll start to head back and give me some time to do some stuff overnight. So we can get some good. I want to get some good progress on the mountaintop again. Get back to enjoying this nice new weapon. Oh, where'd you come from? Okay, now we can try my hotkey. There it is. That's cool. Alright, well, at least we got some... Oh, that's right, I need to switch this. Now that I've got that there, I still want to have this available. Cool. And you're just hiding back there. Oh, you rebirthed, and you died just as quick. Wow. Okay, lots of paper in here. I was going to say, did you rebirth again? That'd have been crazy. Alright, let's get these boxes out of the way. Oh yeah, we're gonna grab these shelves too. So again, that was something I was missing at my last base, so might as well get that right off the bat and make sure we have those somewhere. And I think also these corners actually... No, they don't stay corners. They just got converted into the regular ones. Unfortunate. I'm back in the money grind. This is what, a tier 1, yeah? Guess it makes sense. I was expecting it to be more. There you go. Remember the last time we did this POI? Had somebody came out of nowhere. Kind of surprised me. Yep, now we're getting all the electric shock resistant zombies now. Which is kind of good that we're no longer running with Thor's hammer here, because I think they would definitely be resistant to it. So kind of think it's a good thing we're going with the sword now. The interesting thing is, we got an airdrop. Interesting thing is once we complete this, I I guess we got to decide, what do we go to next? Something I've never actually done before and kind of curious about, because all the other ones, they still work as long as you got the mod in your inventory. But Techno Geek with all the turrets and stuff, I think that might be kind of fun. So maybe after we finish leveling up this one, we can we can try Techno Geek next. And I walked right into that. I really did. Alright, so we'll get the puppies all to give me their stuff. Throw everything in the van. And we'll move a little bit further down here so it's easy to jump in and out between the two places. I'm not going super slow, but I'm also not going to really try to, go for large quantities. Because again, we have another small-ish biome. So we got to make our time count here. Which is why doing some more of the bigger POIs I think will be kind of fun, because it takes a little bit more time, but it gives us, we have the same amount of video footage, we'll say, so the same amount of time doing stuff, but it'll have a smaller impact on our overall total, which means that we can actually do more POIs. That's kind of the way I'm thinking it. Okay. This one's interesting. Seems like it's like all one floor. Alright, let me grab all these real fast and then we'll head out to the next one. Alright, crossing the street. So far, we're making fairly quick progress on here. It's about 1428. Another good thing about deciding to go with the slower pace on here is I got more time to kind of go through and really empty these POIs of all their goods. So kind of what I'm doing is once I go through and I finish the POI, then before I go on to the next one, I come back down and I go through all the rooms and grab everything. So I'll still kind of keep looking for looting purposes, but when it comes to tearing the place apart, then I'll kind of do that one on my own. That's cool there. There we go. Didn't even see me coming. Oh. Ooh, lots of doors. Is there anybody in here? There you are. I didn't see you when I came in, but there you are. Okay, it's all outside. Oops. Is there an upstairs, or is this an all one single floor again? Yeah, there's definitely an upstairs. Does not look like a downstairs, though. Grab all my doorknobs first. Oops. It's funny when I'm holding on to that, I forget that the right click throws it and does the electrocution. So sometimes it kind of surprises me when that with the electrocution part. All right, so let's check the loot real fast in here, and then I'll go ahead and loot this place again. Clean. All right, 2 more done. We're up to, what, 4.8%? Don't know if that's a 0 right there or not, but we're going to do this last one here, and then I'm going to head up to start working on the base again for the night. All right, that's, oops. Oh, you came in? Yeah, you shouldn't have. Ooh. Took a few more hits than I'm used to. What's up here? Yeah, I think this is actually the way we're supposed to go. Because I'm trying to go do some stuff after this. I'm going to try to get some of these things up here instead of doing it afterwards. Oops, someone came up to visit. Alright, I think over here is a drop down. Yeah, I remember this one. Grab you, then drop over here. I thought there was usually something else over here on that wall, but might have changed. Grab the doorknobs and our electric parts. Grab these leather seats. We're a long way from decorating, so I'm basically in the destroy things as opposed to save them for later. Okay, I don't know what just got you guys all riled up, but it needs to come over here. Okay, maybe that's what had you riled up. Okay, gotcha. Got to go downstairs. How are you guys doing? Oh, Blaze is hurting. All right, where's Blaze? Do we have any? No, I don't want you to stay there. Do I have any meat? I do. Gotcha. Let's give you some food so you can heal back up. Still not sure if they always reproduced. I feel like that's a mod thing. Alright, what's up down here? Ugh. Yeah. And it's funny, I thought I was at the point where I was going to be just ignoring all that Rebirth stuff, and then I found out how much it's actually worth. And I'm like, yep, I guess we'll keep collecting it. It's definitely making me some money. Because I still do want to get that helicopter. Just because I think that'll be our new moving vehicle as well. It still won't be our daily driver. Every time we get to the new biome, we'll still go find something new to drive around in. I don't know if it'll always be the van, because the van, again, it's definitely way better at handling than the APC is. But it's still not nearly as good at handling as the BMW was. All right, what do we have left? Oh, we actually completed it. Gotcha. All right. Let's head back to... Let's go ahead back to home. It's 1800. Maybe we'll do just a tad little bit on starting to set up the garden. At least get our passageway up to it. And then, again, this is not... We'll be... Oh, never mind. We still got to get our... Forgot we got our airdrop. Who's gonna come after it this time? Bunch of green guys. I'm just so much in love with this sword. Okay, actually, you know what? I don't know how many hit points these things have, and I don't know how in danger they are of being broken. I just don't want to take the chance. I would. Oh, and this is our first one in this winter biome. Cool. I'm curious to see what we get in a winter biome one. Maybe we can start getting some purple armor, which would be really nice. Okay. Reserve fuel tank. Genetics experience 5. Okay, so if I didn't already have it at 5, I can. Repairable. Okay, not bad. Not bad. All right. I didn't loot this yet. I forgot all about that. I was in such a rush to get up there that we never actually looted our actual home. And also, look at all the electrical parts. Yes. So, we'll do that later. Once I get what I want up at the at our new base location. Would have been nicer if it was a grinder. Ooh, what did we just get? Whoa. Okay, never mind. I already had that. Okay. I didn't even look inside here. I went all over looking for a repairable vehicle, and there was one in here. Oh well. Yeah, this is actually a ton of money. All right. Let's throw everything away. Again, and usually, especially after you've been in a POI or a base for a while, it gets to the point where if it doesn't go away with the automatic loot, it's probably vendor. Oh boy. That's not. Nope, no. Okay, so it wasn't all vendor. A lot of it wasn't vendor. I just haven't had a spot for it yet. Yep, you guys all are. Cool. All right, let me finish getting this tweaked out here. Actually, no. Let's do. I need another sellable thing. I'm gonna have to make a sell run here soon, but I can use this to put another couple trader chests down. Oop. There we go. That way we can get back. I want to get to work. And again, not all this is going to sell. Some of this is actual furniture that won't sell. But getting it out of my way. All right. So let's see. I'm so used to having my pick there. All right. So we're gonna set this up. We'll go with wedges. Half and half. Okay. Interesting that you would start off that way. For a second there, I thought I was going to fall down. Okay. I probably am at some point here. I'm going to need regular square blocks too. I was hoping I could just do it from up there, but no, I'm going to do it like this. So set that up there. Actually, I guess I didn't need this. And then, yeah, should be good. I should be able to reach everything from up there. Okay, yep. You go there. You go there. Yeah, and we're fully supported. Cool. And this takes us all the way up. Good. I can play with that later. And this one is just going to get everything else. I will deal with you. Wait. Tier 4. Where was the tier 5? Did I already have a tier 5? I did. How much are they worth? Not much. Okay. All right. So I think that's pretty good. It's not as good as that one was. I really had fun with there. But I think we're gonna have a little more fun in the winter here. I feel much more comfortable in the larger POIs. I think just with the equipment, the skills, and everything we have, we can really kind of fight those. So instead of going for all the low POIs, we're gonna actually just go for some of the bigger ones. It'll be fun. It'll give us some more challenging. But at the same time, instead of spending one episode doing like 7 or 8, and getting us ever closer to that, 75%, we can do 2 or 3 with some really big ones. And I think that'll be kind of fun. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please go ahead and leave me a like. If you have not already subscribed, I'd appreciate that as well. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.